Hello, I'm Barb Smalley. I'm the Development Director with St. Vincent de Paul, North Idaho. This year, we're not going to host the Souport Lunch live. Instead, we are bringing to you some of our local leaders and their secret recipes. I want to thank the participants. I want to thank our sponsors. This would not be possible without you. Sit back, relax. You're going to have fun.
Hello, my name is Rose, and it is such a pleasure to be part of this fun and alternative event to our regular support to end of homelessness. I'm in my home, and with me I have my fun and crazy children. This is Olivia, she's 9. This is Dalton, he's 5. And this is Eleanor, and she's 7 years old. And we're really thrilled to be able to share with you one of our favorite family recipes. It's super simple, that's why I love it. And it's kind of sneaky healthy, and I love it for that reason too. So it's really incredibly simple. It takes very few ingredients. In fact, they're all here. And we start with just one head of, what is this?
Cauliflower.
Cauliflower, yes, one head of cauliflower. So we just rough cut this. Because we're gonna roast it before we actually cook it, we start by rough cutting. Okay. And once the cauliflower is cut in the bowl, we just drizzle a little bit of olive oil. Else, can you do the drizzling? Go up, 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 turn it up. There you go. Okay, that's enough. Whoa. And then, can you grind in some salt for me, Ellie? And then it's not a perfect science. Here, else, grind in some of that for me. A little bit of pepper. I just have an affinity for this particular spice, so I try to put it on everything. So I'm gonna toss just a little bit, not too much, because it can really affect the flavor of the soup. And we just toss it a little bit, and then we pour it on a baking sheet. Again, this is fun because the kids can help, can't mess it up too much, and there's no real perfect measurement to it. Some people like more salt, some people like less. And the oven's already preheated to 425 degrees, and so I just set my timer here for about 20 minutes. I always start all my soups with celery and onion. I feel like it's just kind of a good basic for any soup. And again, this is a taste thing. I usually do about half of an onion for a whole head of cauliflower. So we just, again, we're gonna soften it, some olive oil and just a touch of salt and pepper. Because it's rough cut and we're gonna be actually blending it all together into the soup, it doesn't really matter what it looks like. So then we start with the onion. And again, it's all rough cut. That's why we love it. It doesn't have to look pretty.
That's why we love it.
Yep. Okay. Good job, Olivia. I'll take it over from here. Nice work, babe. Okay. I'm gonna mince it up just a little bit more. Nope. All the mamas at home are like, I know what that feels like. All my kiddos really like to help out, but sometimes it's cumbersome. Most of the time it's awesome. So I'm glad they're with me today. That's plenty. And then a touch of pepper. Yeah, good job. Okay, now mix it up one more time. And I love garlic, so I am also gonna put in here just a spoonful. No real measurement, just a dollop right inside. After 20 minutes, we take the roasted cauliflower and we just dump it right in with our celery and our onion and our garlic. And that was a little bit more, get it all. I really like to use chicken stock because I just like the robustness of the flavor. But you could totally do this with just water or a vegetable broth, and then it would be 100% vegetarian. But I like to use chicken stock, and we pour it in. Yeah, go for it, Ellen. Just to cover the top. So we pour in just enough to cover the top of all the ingredients. Some people like to add cream in there as well. I've never really loved cream as an additive to this brothy soup, but you definitely could if you like that. And then we just let this sit and simmer for about 15 minutes. And after 15 minutes is up, there's one more process But this is pretty simple. We just let it rest here for about 15 minutes. Everyone knows about St. Vincent de Paul as a thrift store, but not everyone knows about the great depth of work that St. Vincent de Paul actually does in our communities. There's so much more in providing food for hungry people, for hungry families, and providing warmth for families that would be cold, and providing just very basic services that many of us take for granted. Our community is full of a very large ALICE population, and those are the people that really are paycheck to paycheck. The kind of folks that you see every day and you wouldn't even know that potentially they're living in their car, or that they're couch surfing, their families, their mothers that are trying to keep their kids in the same school. And St. Vincent de Paul meets a tremendous amount of needs in our communities. And so we just are so thankful for you, just watching this video and for all of the support that you provide to St. Vincent de Paul. And if you want to continue that support throughout this holiday season, there's a link below. We encourage you to click that, make a contribution, and maybe make this soup. Tell me what you think of it. It's been about 15 minutes that this has been simmering in the pot, so now we just use an immersion blender. Some people would prefer a food processor, but I think I'm just one of those odd people that doesn't appreciate the cleanup of a food processor, so I actually avoid it at all costs. But I love my handy dandy immersion blender. Do they still make these things? I don't even know if they still make these, but this was a gift. When Matt and I got married, I've had this for 23 years. Okay, so now we just quickly, it's an easy process. We just use this immersion blender. Yeah, Ellie, you totally can. And I usually tip it up, the pot up, and the process is pretty quick and painless. Now that we have done all of the immersion blending, we are ready for the final product. And what do you think, Liv? Are you ready? It's your favorite soup, isn't it? Yes. And it is. Oh, it looks so good. Are you ready to taste it?
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited to taste it. Okay.
This is what I think. I want more.
You want more?
You want more? Okay, well, here we go.
It was good. Well, it always.
Thumbs up. All right, Eleanor, tell us your thoughts, Miss Judge.
I think it's the best in the world.
In the entire world? That means a lot from her because she's oftentimes not a fan of the soup. All right, Dalton, you're up next, buddy. What do you think?
It's the best soup in town.
The best soup in town. I'll take that as a major compliment because there's some incredible soups in this town. All right, Mr. Matt Bax, give me your thoughts.
Always good. Rose always makes good soup.
Yeah,
Awesome.
she does very much.
Thanks everyone for watching and for sharing and for contributing too. We appreciate your continued support of St. Vincent de Paul. We hope that you have incredibly joy-filled, love-filled holidays. So thank you for inviting us into your homes, and we wish you the best of this holiday season and the coming year. God bless.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays, everyone!